Good morning, Key Stage 1. Welcome back. It's Wednesday and we're going to practice some writing again today, focusing on our learning outcome, being able to say, I can write a sentence after really confidently including all of the features in our success criteria for writing. Today we're going to be doing a silly sentence game, so we're going to be using different word cards to create sentences, okay, and you're picking them at random so you don't quite know what you're going to get. And sometimes the outcomes can be quite ridiculous and a little bit funny. At the very least today, you need some cards that tell you who is in your sentence. So these are our nouns. So it might be an animal, it might be a person, it might be a fairy tale character. You also need a card that tells you what they are doing. These are our verbs. Mostly today we're going to be using action verbs like sailing, swimming, eating, those sorts of things, the things we can do. So you need a who and a what at the very least. Then if you want to, you can also have where cards and when cards. For today's session, I have put onto the home learning page some silly sentence resources that you can use. They look like this, and I have chopped them ready. So I've got my who's, I've got my where and, what's, what they're doing, my verbs, my where cards, and my when cards. Okay, but you can make your own. You don't have to print the ones I've used, so don't panic if you don't have access to a printer at home. I have picked 4 cards at random, one from each of the piles. And I'd like you to help me pop them into the correct places to make a sentence. So, my first card I've got is night. Does this tell me who, what, where, or when? Yes, fantastic. It tells me when something happened. Now I have skateboarding. Now, does skateboarding tell me who, what, or where? Yes, it tells me what somebody is doing. We don't know who that somebody is just yet. I've got here the wood. Does that tell me who or where? Fantastic, it tells me where. And then of course, hopefully I've got a who now. Wizard, does that belong in that box? Fantastic. So I selected 4 cards and I've put them into the right boxes. I've suggested this is a good order to put them in because it helps you to easily see what your sentence should be, but you might play around with the order of your cards to make silly sentences. So, got a wizard, skateboarding, the woods, nighttime. Have a little think. Can you come up with a sentence that includes all of these things? Particularly, you could have a go at putting them in the order you can see them on my board. I'm really sorry if they're quite small on the screen, so I'll say them again for you. Wizard, skateboarding, wood, nighttime. You might like to have a piece of paper with these boxes on and you could draw the things in as I say them. I'll say them one more time. Wizard, skateboarding, wood, night. Can you come up with a sentence using each of those words? It might be a good time now to pause the video so you can have a go at this challenge, making sure that you're including all of the features of a sentence. Now, I've come up with my own sentence, and I'm sure you've written one down already, including the features of a success criteria. I'm looking at the words here, and I'm going to say the sentence, the wizard was skateboarding through the wood at night. The wizard was skateboarding through the wood at night. So I've said my sentence, now I can write my sentence. I'm going to have a go looking at the success criteria. The wizard was skateboarding through the wood at night. Now I need to check my sentence. The wizard was skateboarding through the wood at night. It makes sense. It does have a capital letter to begin the sentence. I can see the finger spaces and my full stop at the end. And my verb, I know I've got one because I'm using my silly sentence card. My verb is skateboarding. That is what the wizard is doing. Therefore, I can say once again, I can write a sentence. Like last time, you can then challenge yourself to up-level your sentences using some of those extra features. And like last time, you could use your die or you could pick them at random, it's up to you. When you've written your sentence, you could then have a go at drawing a picture to go with them. Like I said, some of your sentences will be so silly that they might make you laugh and giggle, and you'll have some really unusual pictures. You know Miss Pope's drawing skills are not the best, so I'm going to leave the artistic and the creativity to you. So you're picking some word cards, sorting them into whether or not they are a who, what, where or when, and then you're trying to write a sentence using all of those features, making sure you've included everything in the success criteria. We really look forward to seeing some of your silly sentences and then the pictures that get to go with them as well, and hopefully you have a little bit of fun with them as well. Remember, I've got some resources on the website that you can use, or you could make your own word cards if you'd like to. But don't forget to be an aim high mountain goat and then have a go at up-levelling some of your sentences like we did last time, like you did on Monday. Okay, so enjoy your writing today, have fun with it, let's see what silly sentences you come up with, and we'll see you again next week. Okay, until then, take care, bye bye.